There has been something that I've always wished existed in my music journey, and I spent years looking around for this thing, but nobody seemed to be creating anything like it, and so I decided to build it myself. So what is this thing? Well, I always wanted there to be some kind of online community or some kind of online hub or tool that made music feel like a video game. Why? Because what I've realized in my 20-year music journey is that music actually is just like a video game. It is so much like a video game, way more than people realize. And it is in fact an MMORPG. What is an MMORPG? If you don't know what that means, it's a type of video game which stands for Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Game. And that's exactly what music is. Let me break it down for you. Massive, so it's massive, right? Everybody's playing music, even if they're not actually playing an instrument or producing music or being a DJ or something like that, they're still listening to music and dancing to music. What would the world be without music, right? It would be like a black and white, boring place. People would struggle to exist in that world, right? We need music, it's so important. It's massive. It's multiplayer. That's one of the most greatest joys of music, right? Playing it with other people, sharing it with other people. Hey, check out this new song I found, like, check out this artist I found. Yo, check out this house mix, right? Sharing the music you've found, but also in playing the game, it's like sharing it with others, like, you know, joining a band or starting a band with your friends, collaborating with other musicians, meeting other musicians, networking, you know, being a part of a scene. Multiplayer, it's one of the greatest joys of music, is experiencing it with other people, right? So it's a multiplayer game. It's online. Actually, not quite. It's offline. But basically, with what I've created here, that I'm going to share with you in a second, it's an online thing that you can access. I'm going to go into that in a second, but mainly music is offline, which still fulfills that O. So let's call it a massive multiplayer offline role-playing game. Offline/online, whatever, however you want to play it. And then lastly, RPG, which stands for role-playing game. Inside this game, you get to choose a role to play. So you could either choose to be a DJ, or you could choose to be an instrumentalist, wielding a piano, or wielding a guitar, or wielding a bass guitar. You could choose to be a producer, producing music. You could choose to be a technician, a master of the tech. You could choose to be a scholar, somebody who studies the music deeply. You could choose to be a visionary, somebody who thinks far forward in the future, and what could music be then, and how can we push its boundary, right? There are so many different roles that you can play in this game because music is an ecosystem. And every role is just as important as every other role. So role playing, and it's a game, right? It's a game that you get to play. And like MMOs, like MMORPG games, you get to explore this world. What is the world you get to explore? It's the real world. Because what I've realized in my music journey is that music is the ultimate adventure. You get to explore so many different cool places in your town. You get to explore these different venues. You get to explore different places in your country. Certainly, this has been my experience. I've done several tours with my band, with multiple bands up and down my country, New Zealand, which has been a crazy experience. I've explored the mountains of the South Island, which is where Middle-earth was filmed, which is where Lord of the Rings was filmed, rather. But I carried my keyboard up and down those mountains to record these piano songs as the start of my YouTube journey. But it's not just the physical world that you get to explore, but you get to explore the sonic world, right? You get to explore an infinite range of styles. Like, there are so many music styles you can explore, so many artists, so many songs you can discover, so many new ways you can express yourself on an instrument, right? There are just so many things you can explore in this game. It is honestly the most ultimate adventure. I looked around for something like this for years, and I could not find anything like it, honestly. Nobody was building a kind of hub or central, I don't know, online community or tool that made music feel like this adventure fantasy game, like a role-playing game that it is. And so I felt called to create this thing. The idea struck me in January this year, 2025. The idea hit me. In fact, the name hit me. RPG Maestro. RPG Maestro. That came to my mind January this year. And suddenly all of these different fragments, all of these different elements and things that had been floating around in my mind and my imagination for years. And my life journey, which was one where I was addicted to video games throughout my teenage years rather than practicing music. And then I transitioned into turning music and real life into the video game. And that's been my life for the past decade. And realizing that music is a role-playing game, and it's like you have an instrument that you practice and there's mastery and you have to grind hard to become a cool character, and you can achieve a certain degree of status. Just like inside a video game, you can achieve status in the game of music if you want to. There are legendary weapons you can unlock and cool gear that you can unlock. And there are so many things you can do. There are quests that you can do. There's single player, there's multiplayer, right? All of these things were kind of like building throughout the past decade of my life. And then January 2025, it struck me, RPG Maestro. And that's when I knew, that's when I realized, oh my God, I've been called to create this thing. I've been called to create this like online platform that makes music feel like a video game. And so that's what I've spent the past 6 months doing. That's what I've literally spent the past 6 months obsessing over. Creating a class system, creating a skill system, kind of laying out the elements of music, like how is music composed, making music feel like this magical thing that we can tap into and we can learn about. And so that's what I've created, RPG Maestro. So what is it exactly? Well, it's an online community and it's free to join. So you can check out the top link in the description. You can click that and that will take you to school.com. So currently RPG Maestro is hosted on School. And it's free to join that community, so you can join literally today, right now, if you want to. And you can just start being a part of this, because I'm really excited to see what this is going to be. And I'm not doing this alone. I need your help. So currently RPG Maestro is in the founders era. So we're just gathering founders, and I need help kind of creating the future vision of RPG Maestro and what it could be in the future. I can't do that alone, and I don't want to do that alone because it's so much bigger than me, right? And then there's the RPG Maestro playbook, which is the main thing that I've actually been building. It's kind of like the game manual for music, right? So it's not an online course or anything like that. It's like a video game manual that you can explore and learn about the classes and the play modes and the skills and all of these different things. I'm not going to go into explaining that here because literally I'll be talking for hours. But you can check it out in the school community. You can learn about how to unlock the playbook. It's $50 to unlock the playbook, and I priced it that way because that is the standard price of a typical music lesson. So you can consider it like you're just paying for a music lesson. But inside that playbook, you're going to get so much more. But of course, I don't expect you to pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, that's totally fine. There's actually a way you can unlock it for free inside the community, because I wanted it to feel like a game, right? So I made it so that there's a way you can grind to unlock it for free if you want to. You want to play the game and you want to start building this community with me. So you can join the community now for free. And look, I'm so excited about this thing. As you can probably see, I'm fizzing, I'm buzzing that it finally exists. And to be truly honest with you, even if nobody joins, I wanted this thing to exist. Just for my own peace of mind and to satisfy my imagination, which is kind of like a fantasy imagination, by the way, and you'll probably see this if you look at some of the visuals of RPG Maestro Playbook. I wanted it to feel like a fantasy adventure because that's what music has been for me. It has been the ultimate fantasy adventure. It really has been. And I'm just, yeah, okay, I don't know what else to say, okay? So I'm going to put the video there. Thank you so much for giving me your time so that I can share this thing that I'm so excited about with you. And yeah, that's it. So see you in RPG Maestro, or see you in the next video. Good luck, have fun, vibe and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.